Yeah, we going up, we going crazy, going bonkers. Produced by Ziggy, Zay Ticky, believe that.
It ain't peaches, it'll deceive you, boy, believe me. What you know about a jungle made with nothing but seed. No creepy crawlers, just heathens that prey on your weakness. Smell the slightest hint of fear, and the stainless you'll eat it. Gang bangers that greet your test on their face like Weezy. Pouring milk by the ounce, walking around looking sleepy. I'm from a town, no integrity, a broken city, disrupted. I know niggas who once were real, who now turning into sucks. When it comes to murder, it's nothing. Rallos get pulled over scuffles. Bumpy road around this motherfucker, your life means nothing. It ain't peaches. Niggas walking around with no feelings, with a chip on their shoulder, saying the world don't feel us. Trying to earn them some millions so they can split with they niggas. I know cats that died broke because they lost all ambition. When it comes up to get
Welcome back to another edition of More to Live For. Got a special one tonight, real special. Got a returning guest. I'm gonna let him introduce himself, and I'm gonna tell you what it is that we got going on tonight, and kind of how that ties into his introduction. So we're gonna go just like that. What's good with you, bro?
Appreciate it. What's good with you, bro? What's good with you? Appreciate you having me again. For y'all that don't know, my name is Johnta. They call me Dread, Northside Finest, you know.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I appreciate you, bro. I'm back to do another session for you.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Mainly, bro. Like I just said, bro. What you did last time was so dope. You telling everybody your experiences, but those experiences are tough. But to overcome those and to be able to, like immediately step into fatherhood, I kind of want to shine a light on that too. Because like I said, bro, like I think that's super dope. And a lot of people who ain't went what ain't been where you've been, you know what I mean, and haven't been able to do that, or don't want to do it, or can't do it. So that's what it's all about. So definitely salute to you for doing that, and that's just on everything. So can you kind of start from the beginning and tell us like what was the process like of once you knew that you were gonna be a single parent, and the steps that it took to to be able to make that happen?
Well, at Jump, I didn't know I was gonna be a single father, but I mean, I'm gonna go back to the pregnancy. Let me go all the way back. So I meet Shorty or whatever. So it's like she get pregnant, blase. She get pregnant, and she tell me the baby mine. You see what I'm saying? But it's like I really didn't know. I was fresh out of prison. I was like, just like a dog off a leash. You see what I'm saying? One thing led to another. She got a baby. So I'm on my way to work one day, and DSS called me from Washington County, man. The girl from Washington County or whatever. I ain't gonna put a name out there. That's neither here nor there. But she DSS called me and they asked me, was I Jaden's father, my son dad or whatever. And I told her they keep it a band with. I told her, yo, she's saying it's mine, but what is the issue? Like, what's going on?
Right.
Long story short, the next day they asked me can I come that day, but I had to go to work. So I told her I'd be down there the next day, whatever, to see what the issue was, because they wasn't telling me over the phone. They wasn't giving me all the information over the phone.
Right.
So I go down there the next day to see what's going on. And long story short, because of my baby mama previous kids, they took my son from her. You see what I'm saying? They took my son from her. So I would tell the DSS that I would get my son. I would take my son, but in order for me to get my son, I gotta basically get a DNA test because I didn't already have one. I ain't had one. I don't think I was going by her words. She said the baby was mine. My thing is anything of mine is not gonna be in the system. You see what I'm saying? Like that ain't how I roll. So I told the people I told the people that day, the same day, I would take them. Like I'll take them with me, but I had to get a DNA test. So
right.
They ordered for me a DNA test. And I took it with like been a week, and it took like 2 weeks to come back. I think, if I ain't mistake, like 2 weeks to come back. So while I'm waiting for the DNA test, my son is in foster care. Like he's in foster care. So it's like that's what really bothers me. You see what I'm saying? Because
Right.
don't know any kids will be in no foster care. But that's either way. I get tested. The baby come back 99.9.8, some shit like that, some percent. My bad. 99.8%. He's mine, basically. He's mine. So I go to we go to the courthouse or whatever. Now prior to this, now once they took my son from my baby mom, like I really was in court too though. Like, I had to go to every court hearing, like, but they wouldn't let me get my son until I got the DNA test. So once I got the DNA test, we had to go to court the next day, and I provided them with the DNA test, and they after 2 weeks I got custody of my son. He was 3 months old, so like that's just how that went. Like I've been having her ever since. Like, I mean, it ain't nothing. I mean, it ain't. I can't. I get a lot of pats on the back, but that's my son. You see what I'm saying? Like it ain't.
Right. Yeah.
My thing is that's mine. My dad. I had a dad. You see what I'm saying? I can't speak for the people who have, but I had a dad, so I know. I know what it is to have a father, and I ain't about to leave my son like a high and dry. You see what I'm saying? So,
Right.
and anybody that knew me know that boy is under me 24/7. Like that's me. You see what I'm saying? Like that's me. That's my world. And like basically, like, I mean, ever since he been in my custody, his mom is like not active at all. You see what I'm saying? But he got his grandma, my mama, and he got his aunt, my sister. Like they're the only two that really like. It's there, like as far as like me going to work. If I go into work, they got my son. It's plenty of time where I'm not even at work, then they want my son. But that's either way. He's in my cousin. I mean, I wouldn't want to the other way. He's in good hands though. He's in good hands.
Oh yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely, man. Once again, bro, shout out to you, man. And I just before we keep it going with this, I just want to take the time, bro, to let you know, bro, what you just said. You know, you get a lot of pats on the back, and you don't really understand because that's your son. But see, this the reason I think so, bro. I think it's like really two main reasons, bro. Like, for one, you know, just how we came up, and just what the numbers are, the statistics. You know what I mean? It's usually the other way around. It's usually the black man not doing what he's supposed to do when it comes to the child and all of that. Especially in this state, bro. Just gonna keep it real. So when people see what you doing, it's like it's not necessarily a big deal, but it's like everybody doesn't really how can I put it, like if anybody else that I can not necessarily think of to be in the situation where
Yeah, and I mean, no bad to cut you off, but it just shows you, like, my thing is, me taking care of my son is like almost based off the deadbeats. You see what I'm saying? Like
right.
It's crazy that it's crazy that I get probably taking care of my son because too many deadbeats. I swear to God, I went to social service to put my baby mama on child support because she haven't done anything for my son. Like, and I feel like, I mean, he good. I got him. Anybody know that I got him? Like, he good. Like, he not lacking nowhere. But my thing is, it's crazy to see your mom just neglect her seed or something that she carried something that she carried for 9 months, bro. Like, how you carry a child for 9 months and not care for that? You see what I'm saying? Like, not care, but I got him.
Yeah. And bro, just like you laying it out, as simple as it can be, bro. And like, the reason, not necessarily saying that's a big deal, but it's not, like you said, man, it's like what you're doing is, making up for all the deadbeats. You know what I mean? It's like, it's usually not the other way around. And the few times that it is, with the, on the mom side that things are not together, it's usually both, or the dad is not around. So it's a big deal because, like, not only are you like in this situation that's, from where we from, and the numbers don't lie, that it's usually rare that a mother not doing that right, that the mother not doing that right. So for you to be able to not only be in this, this rare moment, but to be there and to have everything already set up that you can take off with it. You know what I mean? Like you already, even though you were just coming home good, but you already working, full time and had everything going with school and everything like that. So that it's a big deal in that aspect because you had everything already together, and when the opportunity presented itself, you already had it. Anybody else, you know what I mean? I can't really say anybody else would have had it together if they were in that situation. You know what I mean? And plenty of dads just like I do. You know what I mean? It's just that it's usually, the numbers, it's usually not the mom. You know what I mean? And when it is the mom, it's usually no dad at all. So for you to already be there and to have stuff situated to take off and thrive, man, like I said, bro, shout out to you for that, bro. Because it usually don't happen.
So, that, bro.
For sure.
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, like we did last. It's like, I mean, it ain't nothing to brag about. It's just not nothing to brag about. But I'm really a 3-time felon. I'm really a 3-time felon, and I'm making it shake. You see what I'm saying? By myself. You feel me? Like with the help of my mom and sister. Let me put that in. With the help of my mom and my sister, like take care of, like while I'm at work. Like that's the biggest help. Cause I got to work, you see what I'm saying? I got to work to provide for him, you see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
I got to do that. Because he was doing, like, his mom is nowhere to be found. You see what I'm saying? And then I go, like I was telling you earlier, I thought about it, yo. I'm like, man, this girl threatened me with child support so much, yo. With the little 3 months that she had him, because I got a cousin with 3 months, but the little 3 months while she was pregnant and the little time she did have, man, you know how many times she threatened me with child support, bro? Like, all because of, like, I won't have a conversation with her. You see what I'm saying? Like, that ain't got nothing to do with my child, bro. Like, and it's like now the tables turn. You see what I'm saying? I thought about, like, yo, I'd be able to just go down there and put on child support. But my thing is, yo, like why you leaving my son for dead? You still out here, like, just popping kids out the blue. You see what I'm saying? But that's her choice. That's her choice. Let me get it. Let me show you that. That's on her. But my thing is, you going. Well, you should be wanting to take care of your son. You see what I'm saying? Right. You should be wanting to take care of. You see what I'm saying? And I went down there to put on child support. Like, no lie, yo, like they really, like the females, like the social workers, they really looking at me like, yo, you want to put yourself on child support? I'm like, no, I got custody of my son. I want to put my baby mom on child support. Like, I ain't even gonna say a name. You want to put my baby mom on child support? Like, you ought to see how they looking at me like, it's real. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy. Like yo, like. But this is my first son. Like, this is my first child. Yo, there's people out there with plenty of kids, but this is my first one, my first and only. So it's like it's crazy to see their reaction. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you want to put your baby mama on child support? That's crazy. You see what I'm saying? Like, we don't see that. We don't see that often.
Nah, we don't, bro. And something that you kind of mentioned, bro, the fact that you said that you a 3-time felon. So the fact that you been into a courtroom like this, a few times, and the fact that now that you're going down here, like getting custody of your son and the whole child support thing. So can you kind of take us to that? Like, was that like a surreal moment? The fact that you've been in this courtroom before, but you going here now for business, for purpose. You know what I mean? Like, and then like you said, people looking at you like, what you doing here? You know what I mean? Like, so
I don't even like courtrooms, period, man. Like, even though I was going in for a good cause, like I don't even like courtrooms. But I had to go through that. I had to go through them steps to even get my son. So that's what I did. Like,
right.
I mean, I ain't want my son in the system like that. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Especially I know, like, once I got confirmation that he was mine, like, yeah, I'm going to get my baby. I'm going to get my baby. And I had to go way to Washington County to go to court. And then once I got the green light to go get my son, like, he was way like another hour away from the courthouse. You see what I'm saying? So I really had to go travel just to go get him. But he been with me ever since. And he loved that. and he loved it. He loved his daddy. He loved his daddy, and I love him. It's a bit. It's like the craziest feeling, yo. It's a, and I done heard. Don't get me wrong. I heard people say like it ain't no. It's a different type of love. You see what I'm saying? But like that shit. That's a whole different feeling, yo. Like once you got a son, you doing what you're supposed to do. You see what I'm saying? Like it's a good feeling. And my thing is, I don't want to sit here and try to downplay all the deadbeats out there. My thing is, but let's try. You see what I'm saying? Any little thing will help. You see what I'm saying? Let's try. I'm telling you, any little thing will help.
Definitely, you got that right. But like you said, man, it definitely is, a blessing, man. And like, especially to not only have a son, but like, to have a child, period, man. Because like, one of the greatest parts of being a father, man, is like, as a man, we grow older, our pride and things like that. But becoming a father, it's like to still have all of that and to not think about yourself as much. You know what I mean? Like everything that you do or get, you know what I mean? You ain't even really thinking about yourself, like with the planning of everything that you do. Like you just, you know what I mean? Like it's just a beautiful process, bro. And like, and then the way that you're doing it by yourself. So
my bad. It ain't like I do it for a pat on the back. That's the last thing I care about. A pat on the. I mean, I appreciate the recognition. I appreciate that, but it's like it ain't got nothing to do. It ain't got nothing to do with that. You see what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with it. It's just like I said, it's the and like I said, I don't want nothing back from it. It ain't no long as he on some like once he get older and he come out his mouth and say my daddy was always there. That's all I want. Like he know that. Like long he know daddy was there. That's all I care about. As long as I'm on this earth, I'm gonna make anything whatever I got to do, I'm gonna make it safe for him. Like for him, you see what I'm saying? Like that's how I rock. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was raised right. You see what I'm saying? I was raised right. I was raised good. I ain't about to leave my son driving nobody.
That's what's up, man. And the fact, bro, that like I said, man, my oldest son is 14 now, and I got to, kind of experience the early years with a close friend of both of us. Shout out to OJ. You know what I mean? Our sons the same age. So
shout out to my boy OJ, yo. He keep all his. I'm talking about all.
Definitely. And I can remember, days back, back in, back on the north, man, like walking through Sandtree, it's me and him, we pushing strollers, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, just getting the boys some fresh air, man, like, daddy stuff. So like I said, bro, like to not care about yourself as much, like that's one of the main things I enjoy about being a father, man, like how I learned that and how it didn't take long. So like I said, bro, I know you definitely don't do it for the recognition, but I definitely recognize it, bro, and it's rare. So that's once again why I want to shout out you for doing that. So something else I kind of want to talk about that we didn't really get to talk about it last time, bro. Like I see everything taking off real good, like with your whole trucking experience. So can you kind of catch my viewers up to speed with that? Because we didn't really tap into it too much last time.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, I've been around trucks all my life. My dad drove a truck. Like I should have, but I just never went down that route. You see what I'm saying? I've been in trucks since I was 3-4 years old, and I've been around it like forever. And it's like, I mean, it's a good field to be in. It's a good field. Like I said, I was like in the last session, I worked at Purdue for 5 years, and it's like I just wanted something better. You see what I'm saying? I just wanted something better. Yeah. Any little thing that'll put me and my son above. You see what I'm saying? Like I quit Purdue just to go I went to school. Shout out to Jackie's daughter. I went to Jackie's daughter down there in Atlanta. I went to Jackie's daughter to go to school to get my CDLs. I got my CDL, permit CDLs. I got everything. And I got blessed. I got blessed with a job. A lot of companies don't want to hire you fresh out of class, like fresh out of school, because they feel like you ain't got experience. But that's I mean, it's just like being a felon. Like you like a lot of people don't want to hire you because you're a felon, and 9 out of 10 that felon gonna work harder than anybody else because they feel like they gonna get the opportunity to get. You see what I'm saying? Like that's just how I was. But now it's like I got my CDLs. Like Once again, I'm a 3-time felon, bro. I'm a 3-time felon.
Right.
And if any felon look at and y'all looking at this, man, it don't let it stop you, bro. Like, don't let it stop you. You can really be out here getting just like anybody else. And I'm a 3-time felon. I'm doing almost better. I'm doing better than some people that they got a clean record. Got a clean record. They don't even work. You see what I'm saying? Like, they got kids and got kids. You see what I'm saying? You gotta want it. It ain't for nobody else. You gotta want it for yourself. You see what I'm saying?
Definitely, man. Definitely.
And I'm a hustler. That's who I am. I've been a hustler all my life. Right. It's more than one way to skin a cat, man. It's more than one way to skin a cat. I ain't gotta be in those streets to go get some money, man. Exactly. Ain't nothing wrong with a 9 to 5, yo. And don't let nobody tell you, man. Ain't nothing wrong with a 9 to 5, man.
Definitely, bro. Definitely, man. Like I said, bro, shout out to you, man. And I just kind of want to tap into that a little bit, man, because I definitely see you out there doing your thing, man. So
yeah, I appreciate that, bro.
Up, man. For sure, man. I think this has been good, man. So like I said, bro, thanks for doing this, man. I just kind of wanted to, give people a little insight, in case they might, be in a situation where they, thinking about or don't really know how to go about trying to get custody of their son if the opportunity presents them. So I think you the perfect person for that. So this has been super dope, man.
Anytime, bro. Like, it ain't even about just going and get custody. But if you got to, if you get to that state, then yeah. Right. But at the same time, even if you ain't got custody, just being there, you see what I'm saying? Just being there. A lot of people complain about being on child support, paying $100-something a man.
I think I lost you for a second, homie. Hold on, we're gonna get him back. One more minute, we're gonna get him back. You still there, homie?
Second, you went out there for a second.
Oh yeah,
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You went dark for a second, but can you kind of repeat that, man? When you was to the tune of you even if you on child support, you still can, be there in your kid's life and don't let that kind of, ruin everything.
Yeah, it's one thing if you present and you active,
right?
And your BM or your baby daddy want to put you on child support because of a relationship issue. You see what I'm saying? That's a difference. But if you active, then that should be all that matters. You see what I'm saying? Like. And there's a lot of people that really is active. They're just not financially stable. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
They're not financially stable, but I mean, if you push forward, you can work, bro. Like it's always jobs I had is hiring. Like I said, I'm a 3-time felon, and I'm gonna make it shape regardless. You see what I'm saying? Without being in the streets, you see what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be in the streets to make nothing shape. You ain't got to. It's people that will. Like I said, I was a 3-time felon coming out of prison. 90 days, I'm still on post release. I got a job, not just getting a job. I started temp because they want to hire me through the door because I guess they seen the felony on my record. But I got through the door. I got the job through a temp agency. I worked my butt off. I made line leave within my first year. Right. Within my first year at Purdue, I made line leave first year. You see what I'm saying? It's all about your work. You see what I'm saying? Regardless, they don't care. If you can work and get the job done, your background should not matter. You see what I'm saying? Your background shouldn't matter.
I heard that. Definitely, bro. Definitely, man. Like I said, man, shout out to you, man, because a lot of people in that situation, man, wouldn't have it, wouldn't have it together. And for, it's like overcoming adversity, man. And then, seizing the opportunity, man. Like, you was there and you already had things in motion, man. Like, I think that's what most of the, pats on the back come from, when people really telling you how proud they is of you or happy for you that you got it. I think it's really because you had everything already going on. You weren't just sitting talking about you gonna do this, that, and the third, and the whole time this is going on. You know what I mean? So just want to take a moment to shout that out. So I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up, man. It's been super dope. It's been another edition of More to Live For. We had a good one, man. We had a good one. Shout out to my homeboy Dread, man, from the north, man, for doing this for me. We're gonna wrap things up. Peace and blessings. For sure, bro. Why settle for less? My last name more. More to live.
Appreciate it, bro.
For sure.